Well, tonight we continue our conversation on Catholic Sisters Week. And 1856, that was the year the Benedictine Sisters of Erie were founded. It was the first Roman Catholic community of women religious established in the Erie area. And today, 66 sisters ages 32 to 93 at Mount St. Benedict Monastery share a life of work and prayer. And one of those sisters is here tonight. That is Sister Mary Ellen Plum. Thank you so much for being here. And along with her is Joe Clark. And Joe is an oblate for the Benedictine community. So we appreciate both of you taking time out to be with us here tonight. All right, we want to talk with Sister Mary Ellen because we know the Benedictine community works together oftentimes to come together and take back a site of violence. But we want to find out a little bit more about what you do in the community because your reach is really far-reaching.
I think that's probably a great example because what we're really trying to do is bring God's sacredness and beauty to the world. And where there's violence, we want to change that. Where there's poverty, we want to change that. Where people can't get along, we want to change that for them, for the sake of what they need. And so that's a good example of who we are and what we do. We used to do that. We came to educate German people that had come to the United States, and we educated for years. We still believe in a sense that we're educators. We're trying to make the world and the people in it a better place and better people, happier people, holier people. So that's in a nutshell what we try to do every day. We pray together. We live together. Strangers coming together is a great witness of God's love. And then we are able to respond in ministry and make the place we are a better place. Benedict kind of had a vision of us coming and leaving any place we were better than we found it.
And you really exude that sense of calm. But we want to talk to Joe right here because you're not a Catholic sister, but you work so closely with the Benedictines. Right. Briefly tell me what you do to make the community a better place.
Well, there are 270 oblates now of the Benedictine sisters, which is amazing. And we're all over the world, from Ireland to the UK to Australia. And what we try to do is live the rule of Benedict in our own lives as ordinary people. And I think the most radical part of it for me is greeting all as Christ, because that underpins everything that I think the Benedictines are trying to do. And I often think about what Erie would be like actually without the Benedictine social services. And if you look at some of the ministries, they really address problems for people from infancy to death. There are ministries like the Child Development Center that has infancy care. And then there's the Benedictine Bennettwood Apartments that give housing, good housing to seniors. So it's all those kinds of things which are amazing.
The list can go on and on.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, and this conversation can
right.
go on and on. Right. But coming up tomorrow on 5:30, we're going to talk a little bit more about Catholic Sisters Week as well. But we want to thank you both for coming in tonight to share your thoughts, to share your work. And right now we're going to send it back to Jameson in the other studio.